What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is another episode of Dialed In on our 2020 ktm450. So this bike is 100% stock except for a FMF slip-on muffler. So what we're going to work on today is the different map settings. We're going to see if map 1, map 2, traction control, what is good or bad there, positives and negatives. We got the suspension pretty dialed for stock stuff. It's not 100%. It could probably be a little bit better, but it's good enough for us to do some motos today. But something we're going to try that I've been seeing in articles and people have told me, and we're going to give it a shot today and see how it works on these KTMs, and I would assume Husqvarnas. I don't know about the Huskies for sure, but I know on the KTMs. They say this top bolt on your engine hanger, if you take that bolt out, they say the frame will get some more flex and it won't be so rigid, ride smoother. And I've been told that will help with the arm pump. So we're gonna, we just did a moto arm pump on my sight lap. So for those of you that think like, oh, Grant just doesn't have good riding position, he's getting arm pump because he hasn't squeezed his legs. No, I was rolling the track on my sight lap when I got arm pump. So that's not the case, I guarantee you. So arm pump's still there, arm pump's gnarly. So we're gonna see if does the different map settings change the bike feel. Maybe it's gonna make the bike easier to ride, less arm pump. Maybe the taking the bolt out of the engine hangers will make the bike flex more, easier, smoother to ride, less arm pump. So the track is in pretty good condition today. There's not really any bumps or lines, but the dirt's really good. So it's smooth, but it's a fun day at the track. So we're not out here doing anything gnarly. We're not going super fast today. We're just trying to get some different things lined up on the bike and see how it feels. So I'm gonna get geared up, get on the GoPro, and get out there, and we will start off with different map settings. All right, so we came off the track. We tried out all 4 settings on the map. So there's map 1 and 2, and then there's traction control. And so map 1 and 2 with both with and without traction control. So there's 4 settings overall, 4 combinations you can do. So with map 1 by itself, it's weird. It makes the bike engine brake harder, and then it doesn't have the immediate pull coming out of the corners. The bike just kind of sluggish coming out of corners. If the track was hard pack, and I've seen in other reviews and stuff that is probably a good setting for hard pack riding. The track is good sand today, so not good for the map 1. It's kind of sluggish coming out of corners. And then the map 1 with the traction control on really is sluggish. It's like, it feels like the clutch is slipping. Traction control with map 1 and 2 both, it feels like the clutch is slipping. Once you get in the top end, it's okay. It still doesn't pull as strong, but it just feels like the clutch is always kind of just, it's not engaging all the way. So I'm not a fan of the traction control, but maybe on a hard pack track, I could see where there's some benefit. But if it was me, I'd probably just use throttle control instead of the traction control. Just make sure I know where my throttle is. You know, that I feel like it takes away from the power of the bike way too much. So map 2 by itself is my favorite setting. It's the way I've always ran on. My 19 KTM was the same way, and then now with the 20, which I'm pretty sure the programs, the tunes are the same. Map 2 without the traction control is definitely the way to go for me. It pulls hard, pulls strong, and it's good on top end, and the engine brake isn't too gnarly. So the big Asian man is staring over me here, so it's kind of weird. You're not in the video.
I know.
What are you doing? So map 1, sluggish, but some people say if you're not as experienced of a rider, this map 1's probably better for you because it won't pull as hard. In my opinion, it feels like the brakes are dragging. The bike just always feels like it's under some kind of load, and when you decel, it decels hard. So it's like it just feels like the rear brake is always kind of just dragging a little bit. So I don't like the map 1 at all. I think it just rides weird. It just feels like you're always being pulled back, and then when you slow down, it's a hard engine brake, and you get back on the gas, roll into it for the corners. It's like it just takes forever to pull back up. And the traction controls, like the clutch is slipping on map 1 and 2, and then map 2 without the traction control, it's smooth. It pulls hard, smooth, top end's good. The engine braking isn't too gnarly, but it's still there. It's a 450, so it's gonna have the engine brake. And then I've got the FMF slip-on. The FMF slip-on does add a little bit more engine brake to it, but nothing gnarly. But yeah, so for me, map 2 is the way to go without traction control. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back out. We're gonna try taking out that top bolt on the engine hanger, and we're gonna see, I was told that engine hanger, you take that out, the frame will flex more, give you just smoother. It won't be so rigid and responsive. It'll just kind of track and just flex. And so we're trying that out, see how that does. Hopefully that'll put us in the right spot, and we'll get back on the GoPro and go give that a shot. right, so we came off the track. We did I pulled that bolt out of the engine hanger, and crazy the difference it makes. It actually makes it, and try it out. It's crazy. I was nervous that second bolt was gonna end up vibrating out because, you know, just whatever, loose. It didn't fall out, and the bike rides so much better. So I've been saying in my other videos, if you haven't seen, I'll leave a link to the series of the dialed in videos I've made so far for day 1 through 3. And in all of my videos I've been saying it's not a Honda. I wish I was on a Honda. I like the way the Hondas feel. The frame flex and, you know, so forth. I like the Honda. This bike has been very skinny and rigid feeling, like just very overly responsive, I think. You feel every bump. Taking that bolt out, it gives it more of a Honda feel, in my opinion. It makes the bike it stays planted, it flexes a little bit better, stays better between my legs. So for me, that was huge. So I like it. We're gonna go from there, try out the different suspensions and different suspension settings, try different things. But yeah, so the Map 2 without traction control and taking out the top bolt, huge difference. So we're gonna keep playing with this thing, making this thing better. So just stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment if you have any other suggestions for this bike, or if you've tried some things before, just let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think. Is there other bikes that you think is just better than this bike? Let me know. Leave a comment, notification bell, subscribe, tell your friends, share this on wherever you want to share it. I'll see you on the next ones. Peace.